Morning. Today is Monday, January 12th. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. It was beautiful here in Charleston over the weekend. Had the opportunity to go outside and run around, play with our little guy, which is nice. I talked to my mom this morning. She said it was warmer up north too, so hopefully everyone had some nice January weather. Got cold down here this morning, so we're kind of back into Charleston winter, which I actually don't mind, but this video is going to be primarily some housekeeping items. We're trying to get spring review invitations out this week, so please keep an eye out for those. Spring reviews, they're generally not really in the spring. Most years, we move them up a week. This year, given my wife is expecting in April, which is exciting. Another boy on the way, but please keep an eye out for those. The other item that we're getting out this week are the 1099 tax letters that go out. Really important that you try and get a copy of those to your tax preparer. Those of you that don't self-prepare, that 1099 tax letter just kind of details. You can use it as kind of a checklist to which account should I be getting 1099s from. What do I need to get to my tax preparer, and why that's so important for a lot of you is the 1099s themselves don't always give all the information you need to complete said tax return. So, for example, those of you that have charitable checkbooks and give directly out of your IRAs via qualified charitable distributions, what Charles Schwab or Altruist is going to send is not going to say anything about whether the distributions from your IRA were going to charities or not. They're just going to tell you, they're not even going to tell you what portion of it's taxable. So if you have basis in your IRA, which we have very few clients that do, but if you have any taxable basis in the IRA, it's up to the CPA to determine what portion of your distributions are taxable, which is why on our 1099 letter, those of you that are charitably inclined and given out of your IRAs because you're over 70 and a half, it'll say exactly what dollar amount went to the collective charities. Similar, those of you that make non-deductible contributions into your IRAs and then subsequent Roth conversions, that's detailed on the forms. Those of you that have done that already, and it's again super important that your accountants, CPAs, whoever's filing your taxes have the necessary information to complete your returns, because we just see it way too often that there's kind of a lapse in communication somewhere along the way, and the CPA doesn't have all the information they need to complete the return properly. Nobody likes having to file amended tax returns. So when in doubt, please loop us in. Make sure your accountants are getting those 1099 letters from us. Generally speaking, just kind of friendly reminder, all 1099Rs should be going out. You should expect those mid to late January. So 1099Rs are going to be generated from Roth IRAs, 401ks. Most annuities would be sending 1099Rs. The reason those are available early is it's a pretty easy equation for those that are providing the statements, how much money left the account. That's what they need to report. 1099s for just regular 1099s, no R, for individual accounts, joint accounts, brokerage accounts, any taxable account, trust accounts. Those are generally not available till mid to late February. Why those take more time is they're less concerned with inflows and outflows of the account and much more concerned with the activity within the account. And when you hold certain investments, there's kind of a delay for those companies, each investment company, to get you the information about what kind of dividends were paid out. Particularly if there's any real estate involved in any of the funds, it can take some more time. So keep an eye out for those mid to late February. And then those of you that have K1s, you're probably used to this at this point, but those are kind of investment to investment as to when you can expect your K1. Typically speaking, or generally speaking, they come later in the year, but whoever is sending that K1, it tends to come around the same time. So if you got a K1 from investment A in April 1st last year, you could probably expect it's going to come that first week in April or last week in March. What else do I have? Oh, additionally, IRA contributions. As a reminder, you can make those up until the tax deadline. So 2025, tax year 2025 IRA contributions can be made up until April 15th of 2026. Reason for that being that an IRA, specifically traditional IRA contributions, are a little confusing on this front, but so many contributions are based on income limits. So Roth IRAs, for example, if you are married filing jointly and you made less than $236,000, or if your modified adjusted gross income, again, gets a little tricky. Generally speaking, for most people, modified adjusted gross is the same as adjusted gross, but this is why we prefer that you get everything ready, speak to your accountant, hey, am I eligible to make a Roth IRA contribution? So that number for married filing jointly in 2025 or for 2025 is $236,000. When you get north of that, you start to enter that phase out limit. At $246,000, you're completely phased out. On the IRA side, it gets super confusing with whether you're always eligible to contribute. It's whether the contribution is deductible or not, and that's based on both income limits and if you have access to like an employer-sponsored retirement plan. So on that front, if you fall into that camp, just communicating with your CPA or accountant before filing your taxes, like, hey, am I eligible, if you're interested in making a contribution, am I eligible to contribute to an IRA? How much can I put in? Will it benefit me from a tax standpoint? And again, like when in doubt, please loop us in with your accountant. We would much rather review a draft of a return and maybe catch something that wasn't properly communicated either from us or just it happens too often that we see something that we probably could have fixed before things were submitted. So questions, comments, concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out. Hope everyone has a great week. Stay warm.